And welcome back. Our next guest is the founder of Frugal Feminista, and she joins us for a look at her work. We welcome Kara Stevens to the show. Kara, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Feeling?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, we welcome you.
Yes.
So tell us about all the wonderful things that you're doing.
Well, the Frugal Feminista is a personal finance and personal development site for women in general, but women of color in particular, to help them radically transform their relationship with their money and themselves. And we do that through coaching, articles, training, and a number of different things, live events that really help women really get in touch with their self-worth and their understanding of how their relationship with themselves can really transform once they understand their relationship with money as well.
Because you said it was created from a deep space of love and advocacy.
Yes. Absolutely. I mean,
tell us about the joy that comes from that.
It's a great amount of joy that comes from that. As a woman of color that was getting out of student loan debt, there was a dearth of women that were telling my story in a way that I could relate.
Yeah.
So when I saw that gap, I wanted to fill it. So I started to share articles with my girlfriends, and we would have conversations about money. We have our sister girl circles for so many things, but rarely do we talk about money, which is so important when it comes to our life goals, the person we decide to partner with, any decision we decide in terms of retirement. So all those things come in a sister circle, but we weren't really using and leveraging our community that way.
Sure. And how important is it to teach this in school?
Oh my gosh.
Because they're not teaching financial literacy.
They don't. They don't. And I have a background as an elementary school teacher. And one of the things that I tried to do as a teacher was give my students a piggy bank from the beginning to talk to them about the importance of saving, the importance of investing, and of course the importance of spending, because you want to enjoy your money. But in order for us to really break the generational poverty gap, we have to really begin thinking about how can we instill an understanding of how money works, how investment works, how delayed gratification is important for us to really begin to achieve our goals financially, systematically.
Delayed gratification?
Yes.
Talk about that.
Delayed gratification is the concept of you can't have everything that you want right now. And there's nothing wrong with treating yourself after you've reached a milestone, a major milestone. But there's this microwave mentality in our society that I need to have it right now, and if I don't get it right now, I'm upset. And there's a sense of entitlement, financial entitlement, that we see from so many different angles, from those of us that have very little to those of us that have a lot. There's this sense that I deserve it because I want it, instead of saying I have put in the effort to achieve it, and then I can reap the benefits of my work.
So sow your seed and then reap the benefits. Do the work necessary to get from point A to point B.
Right.
And then reward yourself.
Exactly. And it will be a lot easier if we work together. Cooperative economics. If I decide to say we work together and invest money, that's double the amount of money that we have. We can pull up 2 more, 3 more people just by us working together. So delayed gratification can come a lot quicker if we decide to work together.
So that self-gratification will be more meaningful.
Exactly.
So how did you come up with the name with Frugal Feminista?
Well, the name of the site at first was Fabulous and Frugal, but I do think all women are fabulous, don't get me wrong.
But all women are not frugal.
All women are not frugal, but I think frugality gets a bad rap. Yeah. Frugality isn't being cheap, let's be clear. Cheap is when you have value in nothing. Frugality is
that's what everybody thinks.
That's what everyone thinks, right? Right. No. I'm frugal. Let's be clear. And what I mean by frugality.
Okay, so you're cheap with some knowledge behind it.
let me say it a different way. Frugal is when you are very clear about how you're going to use your money. Yes. I have no problem spending a couple $1,000s on personal development, but $25 for mascara? No, that's not where I'm going with my money. So I'm very clear and deliberate about what I decide to put value in versus what I decide is not valuable to me. So there's a big difference between price and value.
Do you use coupons?
I'm not against coupons, but I'm more of the mindset of I want to earn enough money to buy the things that I need. So I'd rather increase my income and, of course, manage my expenditure.
Do you ask for discounts?
If I feel I need to, yes.
Where's the manager? Can I get the manager's discount?
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta ask, right?
No. There are times where it's worked. You know, if you feel that, if you feel like you're in a position to get a discount, then I think you should.
I know a friend who fills up a shopping cart at the supermarket, and he may be getting about $500-600 worth of food. Right. He pays like $85. What? How do you? I mean, I've asked. How do you do? He said, "Well, look,
Extreme
I got
couponing?
a coupon for every. Yeah, yeah.
So
you're not into that.
I'm
but
not an
you're
extreme
frugal.
Yeah, I think what's different about me, I guess, sets me apart from an extreme couponer is I think extreme couponing is a function of hoarding. And I'm not a money hoarder. And sometimes those things are just you buy it because it's cheap,
okay.
as opposed to really aligning your values and your goals to how you spend money.
Do you bypass weddings and birthdays and things like that where you have to go and pay something to get
No,
involved?
and see, that's the misconception. If I value that relationship or that friendship, I'll have money set aside so it won't feel like a hardship when it's time to buy something that I want for them.
All right, so what do you guys stand for? Tell us about what it's all about.
The
How
Frugal
should we see,
Feminista?
Frugal
Well, the Frugal
Feminista.
Feminista, when you come to the site, and I really want all women to come to the site, you will be empowered and inspired to transform your relationship with money. Because money is one of those things that we never talk about, but it's always the third person in our relationship. I'm married, but we have the other M in our relationship, which is money.
Right.
So how we deal with money as a couple is really going to help define how often we fight, the longevity of our relationship, any issues of financial infidelity, the ability to be trusting, the ability for intimacy in general. So when you come to my site, it's just not financial tips, it's a complete revolution on how you see money.
So when that issue right there is out of line, the fighting can start.
Absolutely.
You don't feel like being intimate with anybody. You know,
Right.
all those things are out of order.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what I've found in the work that I've done with the hundreds of women that I've worked with, and even in my own marriage, that once you're able to understand each person's financial strengths and weaknesses and not judge them, and then you're able to set goals that are mutual goals for the both of you, a lot of your problems dissipate. You have financial peace in your home because you're no longer afraid of what is going to happen next if I lose a job or if the roof leaks. You already know that any financial situation that comes in life won't be a catastrophe. It'll just be an inconvenience. It won't throw you off.
For it.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
And you have each other to support each other.
There you go. So he's ready to clap already.
Yeah, clap. I love that.
All right.
Yeah, it's an important topic that so many of us need to talk about in a way that isn't boring, isn't dry, comes from a place where someone isn't talking down to you, talking to you as this is my story. I'm not perfect with my money, but I am pretty good with it.
You're pretty good with it.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you
Yes,
go
sir.
away, you're able to get what you want. You're able to have fun.
Absolutely. I think what in our society is we talk about spending is bad. No, overspending is bad. So you should use your money for pleasure if you've planned for it.
Yeah.
But you're not entitled to pleasure if you haven't reaped the benefits of it.
Right.
Let's be clear.
That's right. Don't. I mean, it's all about leveraging too. You know,
Absolutely.
if you're making this much money, don't spend this much money.
Right. Because
you
even the wealthiest person can be broke if they make $1 million and they spend $1.3 million.
Yeah.
They're broke versus
Exactly.
the person that makes $50,000 and saves $30.
Well, you hear
They're
about it all the
wealthy.
time. You know, hey, this
Absolutely.
guy's making $40,000,
Right.
but he's more comfortable than the next person.
Right. So we have to be able to manage our expectations, manage our emotions, and even, manage how we consume media that tells us to buy.
Oh, that's what they do.
Yes.
They spend millions of dollars,
Yes.
to try to get you to pull a responsive cord when you go to the supermarket.
Exactly.
So you get the peanut butter, or you
Right.
get the, I'm not going to give any name
Right.
brands, but you reach for those
Yes.
name brands because they spent so much money.
Yeah, because what they're trying to do is say money equals, and you can put anything on the other side of the equation: happiness, security, status, image, power. When in fact, money is just a tool to help you live your best life, but you have to decide what those values are. But when we see advertising, they tell us what our values should be, and you have to break away. So when you go to the site, I help you begin to really break apart and deconstruct what's important to you versus what other people tell you should be important to you.
I hear some motivational speaking here, and a book and maybe some tapes and stuff coming out of you.
Yes.
Your organization, right? You're thinking about it, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
there
Yes,
you go.
sir.
All right, we're going to wrap things up. Where can we go to get more information?
You can go to thefrugalfeminista.com, and there you'll get the 5-day financial reset plan. So it just kind of continues this conversation that we're having now.
One more thing. I just got, how can people start if they've been messing up and been spending all this money and haven't been saving?
First thing to do is forgive yourself. You can't do away with what's been done before, so just forgive yourself and then start with a budget. 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% towards savings.
All right, thank you. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Kara Stevens, founder, the Frugal Feministas, in the house. Yes, indeed. We got to take a quick break. Save your money, because we're going to tell you where you can, spend some of it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.